Welcome to this explainer, everyone. If you've ever felt like computer programming is this incredibly complex, secretive language meant only for absolute math geniuses, well, you're definitely not alone. But today, we are going to bust that myth wide open. We're exploring the world of Python programming together, and honestly, think of this as your shared gateway to gaining a literal digital superpower. Let's get right into it. Okay, so here's our quick roadmap for today. We're going to kick things off with a brief introduction to Python, then explore its features and advantages. After that, we'll look at some real-world applications, dive right into learning the basics, and wrap it all up with a quick summary and your next steps. Simple, right? Section 1. Introduction to Python, the human story behind the code. You see, programming languages weren't just magically handed down from the sky. They were created by regular people trying to solve everyday problems. Take Python, for example. It was dreamed up back in the late 1980s by a programmer named Guido von Rossum. And get this, it was basically a holiday hobby project. The first official version dropped in 1991. And here's my absolute favorite part. It isn't named after that giant, dangerous snake. No way. Guido was actually reading scripts from the classic comedy show Monty Python's Flying Circus and just wanted a unique, slightly mysterious name. It's a great little reminder that tech can actually have a sense of humor. Section 2. Features and advantages. Why is Python the perfect starting point? So, why is literally everyone talking about Python? Well, traditional coding languages, they can be rough. They often require incredibly complex syntax. We're talking tons of curly brackets, semicolons everywhere, and super strict rules that create a pretty intimidating learning curve. Python purposefully strips all of that away. It is just so simple, elegant, and highly readable. You spend way less time wrestling with the grammar of the code and a whole lot more time actually focusing on solving the problem in front of you. And that beginner-friendly simplicity, it comes directly from Python's incredible readability. I mean, it often reads surprisingly close to plain English. Because it's so approachable, it's built this massive, super supportive global community. If you ever get stuck, and trust me, we all get stuck, thousands of people have probably already asked and answered your exact question online. Plus, as you learn it, you aren't just learning a tool for one specific job. You're getting a highly versatile key that unlocks countless doors across almost every industry out there. Section 3. Real-world Python applications, powering the modern world. That versatility is a real game changer. It shifts our focus from just what Python is to the incredible modern systems you can actually build with it. In web development, Python powers massive backend systems for platforms you use every day like Instagram and Spotify. In data science, it is the absolute gold standard for crunching huge amounts of information. And AI and machine learning, Python is the engine driving it all, from self-driving cars to the smart chatbots we interact with constantly. It's even used in automation for doing boring, repetitive tasks, and by ethical hackers in cybersecurity to defend networks. It is literally everywhere. Section 4. Learning the basics. Let's write some code together. Okay, what's really amazing is how incredibly easy it is to actually start. In a lot of older languages, getting the computer to just display a simple greeting takes like 5 or 6 lines of really complicated setup code. But in Python, you just write the word print, open some parentheses, throw in some quotation marks, type hello world, and close it up. That's it. One single, perfectly readable line. The computer looks at the command, checks what's inside the parentheses, and outputs it. Just like that, boom, you are officially coding. Now, once you can print things, the very next fundamental concept you'll need is variables. And variables are simply containers used for storing data values. Imagine you're organizing your kitchen, right? You buy a blank storage box, take a marker, and write spices on the outside. That label, spices, that's your variable. It's just a memorable name you give to a container so you can easily find and use whatever is inside it later on in your code. Super simple. And building directly on that idea, we have data types. A data type is simply the classification or the kind of value that a variable holds. So if the variable is the label on the outside of the box, the data type is what you're actually putting inside. Are you putting in a solid word, like sugar? While Python calls text a string. Are you putting in a specific whole number, like exactly 5 apples? That's an integer. Or maybe a weight, like 2.5 kilograms. Numbers with decimals are called floats. Python really just needs to know what type of data it's dealing with so it can handle it properly. Section 5. Summary and next steps. Your programming journey begins here. Congratulations! You've just taken your first real steps into programming. Today we've explored Python's cool history, its powerful simplicity, the massive industries it drives, and we even broke down the basics of variables and data types. So to keep this momentum going, here are your next steps. Number 1, make sure you grasp the basics and syntax. Number 2, practice writing simple code every single day. Honestly, repetition is absolutely key here. And number 3, start building your own real-world projects. Create a little calculator or maybe try automating a boring spreadsheet task, because that, my friends, is where the real learning happens. Which leaves us with this final exciting thought. We've totally stripped away the intimidation factor today and looked at the basic building blocks. So now that you know how truly accessible it is to get started, what world-changing idea are you going to build with Python? The tools are sitting right there in front of you. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep practicing, have fun with it, and I absolutely can't wait to see what you create.